Welcome back, folks. I am so excited about our interview today. I am at Alley 26 with Shannon Healy. This is quality here, people. He is not only a bartender, he's been nominated for James Beard, and that is an accomplishment that very few people can brag on. So welcome, Shannon. So glad to have you here today.
Thanks. Try to order something you think you'll like. If your friend likes a martini, I could be your friend. I love a martini. But if you're not about gin, then don't order the martini. Like, order something you think you're like, or hopefully you're in the hands of a professional who can give you something you're actually going to like, not something you think you're supposed to like.
That's a good point. So you don't have to come in with all this knowledge.
No.
You can depend on the bartender to help. I know I recently read an article about you where you like to listen to the people and you can understand what they're gonna want to enjoy.
Yeah, I usually ask a number of questions and get them something that they're gonna like, but that's cheating. I'm really letting them tell me what they like, and I know how to make a drink, and I know how to put those flavors together or put something I think they're going to like together, and usually surprise them with something they like because they told me what they liked. So like,
okay.
But it's just really, I just cheated, I listened.
Yes.
There's countless examples of what you're saying, but a lot of them have less to do with like jargon. We borrowed a lot of terms from globally. Because drinking is something that happens around the world, and trade is something that happens around the world historically, we get terms from other languages. So sometimes we'll take the term and we'll Anglicanize it, like we'll take juniper and we'll make it gin. It's a long road from jenever, which just means juniper in Dutch, to gin, but that's what happened. They made the term shorter, and there's a lot of examples of that, but there's other times we just take the word. Amaro is a very popular segment right now, and Amaro is literally it's the Italian word for bitter.
Oh.
So a lot of people love drinking Amari, which is just the plural word for Amaro, and it's not necessarily jargon. The word means bitter, but the category are liqueurs that are bittered. Some of them are very bitter, but some of them are on the sweet side. They just have bitter elements to them. The terms that people may not be aware of have to do with the historical context or the linguistics behind the language, the originating language, I should say. Oh, there's plenty of great books. I have libraries worth. There's plenty of wonderful books with glossaries. On the wine side, you have the Oxford Companion. I believe David Wondrich also did a huge companion. Even back in the day, if you go back to the 60s, I forget his name, who did the Playboy one, which is kind of hilarious, but it was a great compendium of classic cocktails in an era that was kind of like the dark ages for cocktails. And in the middle of that, he had a really excellent glossary of cocktails and liqueurs and different terms that were bar-centric.
What is exactly a liqueur?
What is a liqueur exactly? Okay, so the problem with bar terms is that almost all of them have like 6 definitions. I will give you a definition that has exceptions.
Okay.
So if you go like, well, wait a minute, I heard this other thing, I'm like, that's right too. It's generally either used as a little dessert nip, or in American cocktailery, it's used as a modifier. And a modifier is something we use in a drink. If you had a gin and tonic, the gin is the spirit and the tonic is the modifier. You use modifiers to add complexity to drinks, but a spirit is distilled. Okay. So if it goes through the still, it's at that point, it's a spirit. Actually, it's like in America, if you want to sell something as a spirit, whether it's rum or gin or vodka or whiskey, it has to be at least 40% alcohol by volume. So when you say what is a spirit, the shorthand is that it's distilled. And then distillation is basically preservation. Almost every form of preservation for food is that. You're removing water. Like, water is life, but not all life is the kind of life you want, you know?
Right.
My first tip is go with their strength. If you want a good taco, don't go to the Italian place, right? So if you want a good cocktail, don't go to the beer bar. If you want a great beer selection, don't go to the craft cocktail bar. Try to be open-minded and curious about their thing. What are they good at? Because quite frankly, it's probably what they're best at. Know where you are and order what they do. If you are interested in learning more, there's so much out there to learn. We have a YouTube channel, Alley 26. On there, there's a whole lot of information. 101 classes on every spirit, flavors, different wine, all the different channels and such, or stations, excuse me, that's how they say it, are all on there. There's like 140 videos. But if you go on our YouTube channel and you're like, I like rum, just watch the Rum 101 video. It's like 25 minutes long, and it's just a quick primer on rum. But you learn a little more about something you already like.
What do you like about Durham?
Oh, what do I like about Durham? I like everything about Durham.
How long have you been here?
I moved to Durham first in '95, and then I moved to Chapel Hill, and then I moved back in 2011 or 2012 to open the bar. I decided I was going to open a place, and at that point, I knew I wanted to stay in the Triangle. I'd been living in Chapel Hill, and I love Chapel Hill, but between Chapel Hill, Raleigh, and Durham was the place that I believed was making its comeback then.
There's an expression people use, keep it dirty Durham. What do you think about that?
Not a fan. Not a fan.
Tell me more.
Well, when I first opened the bar, the most common question I had from people at the bar was, is it safe here? Yeah, that kind of plays into some negative connotation. And don't get me wrong, what I love about Durham is the architecture, is the sense of place, the authenticity of about Durham. And it would be a really shame for us to lose that to, say, the wrong kind of development. You want to keep that authenticity, you want to keep that sense of place. Different ways of saying it that maybe dirty connotates something a little different.
Okay.
You know, dirty is, there's a squalor inherent in dirtiness. So keep it interesting, keep it authentic, keep it all.
Real.
There's so many things. There's so many things to keep it, but I don't know that dirty is the thing.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Well, thank you. That's why I asked.
Final word is just cheers.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Shannon. You've been a delight and a total wealth of information.
Thanks.
Just really do encourage people to go watch your videos. It'll be great. And, quickly, how can people get in touch with you or find you?
Right here at 320 East Chapel Hill Street, or online, Alley 26, all letters, all spelled out. Here we are in 26 Alley in downtown Durham. We're open Tuesday through Sunday. We're closed on Mondays currently. We're open Tuesday through Sunday, Tuesday through Thursday, 4 to midnight, Friday and Saturday, 4 to 2 a.m., and then Sunday we're open twice. We're open for a jazz brunch. Brunch is served from 10:30 a.m. to 2, and then we open again for a dinner service from 4 to 10.
Perfect. And all that's on your website.
All that's clearly marked on the website.
All sorts of other information. So thanks again.
Thank you.
This is Dia Irby, your favorite realtor, by your side all the way. Bye now.